name's Tony Foster. I'm an artist and my work is all about the wildest places in the world, all the world's wildernesses.
My name's Georgia. I'm the trainee curator at the Royal Cornwall Museum in Truro. So Climate Conversations is a project all kind of around using objects in the Royal Cornwall Museum's collection to kind of spark conversation and kind of spark responses from the public about the climate emergency.
Visitors can expect to see beautiful places and extraordinary places which most people don't have the privilege of actually going to themselves.
We've got a case in the museum and there's like a selection of objects laid out, and there's some luggage labels on a table and people are being asked to kind of respond to the objects and write down kind of their thoughts, their responses, kind of what the objects make people think about in relation to climate change. And there's no information about the objects, so it's all about what people think when they look at them. So we've also been kind of out and about on the streets gathering responses from people in Truro, so trying to take the objects out of the museum, and we're also going to run some community workshops as well.
My paintings evoke my honest response to spending long periods of time in these places, living in a tent usually. And so I'm very closely in touch with everything, and people will pick that up from the exhibition, I think. They'll feel that. People come into my exhibitions and you can see them take a deep breath and they say, oh, it's just like having fresh air, and that's a very nice response, really.
If somebody comes to the exhibition and they just have a conversation with their friend, or someone else's response makes them think differently about something, then that's kind of done its job, I think. It's been really interesting because I think people come into the museum and they always expect to see labels next to objects with lots of information, and in this project it's about getting people's responses. So I think people have been really enjoying the different interaction where they respond rather than just kind of absorbing information.
I hope my exhibition will be uplifting in that the paintings themselves, I think, are very, very beautiful places, and I do my best to evoke the extraordinary beauty and singularity of these places for people to see. But then having been uplifted, I hope they will then think about how important it is to preserve these places. And so I hope that people will think about what they can do to mitigate the problems that the world is facing.